when I was preparing for this conversation, I was remembering a comment that Pablo Larraín, the director, um, told me. He described it as he described Spencer as an elegant prison. She's checking into an elegant prison at the
Mm.
beginning of the movie, and then I was watching it again the other night, and it's like, yeah, it's like a prison break. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, the first time he actually said that out loud and was like, this is my prison break movie. Prison break movies are great. They're classic. I was like, wow, that's such a cool. And then most recently he said something new. Like that's the thing, talking about this movie, we always find new ways of kind of finding words for it. He he was like, we did a ghost story. I was
Mm,
like, gosh, it's so true. It feels, because every time you look at her, you know that she's gone. And so it just feels like it's just very there's a haunted thing happening that's more than just like the tonal quality of the movie being a little bit on the horror side occasionally. There's something about that. Recently he said that and I was just like, wow, that's really beautiful. And like how cool that we get to hold her again. Yeah.
yeah. It's the kind of movie that you can definitely watch repeatedly, and like, okay, now it's this movie or now it's that movie. You're seeing new things in it. I guess that's circling back to what you were talking about before. I mean, that's what's kept it interesting for you for the last 6 months, because you can keep talking about it, and like people will bring their own experiences to it. People seem to bring their own experience to like Diana herself, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, that's the weird, she's a grouping of things that usually do not go together. There's such a friction. She's so normal. She's, the first royal person to like want to touch someone. But she's untouchable. It's like you can't touch her and she wants it. There are things, there are just things about her that don't go together, and it's really painful to watch because some of those things are so stunning. Yeah, and like all of her ways of communicating are just so sideways and bottomlessly interesting because everything's cryptic because she's not allowed to talk. And so yeah, I think in watching this movie, maybe you have a relationship with the royal family as an entity, as an idea. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're from England. Maybe you're from the US. Oddly, the story is unbelievably universal because she is normal and she's a good girl. She's like a good person, and just in a very, very unique and heightened, insane situation. And yeah, I mean, like my sort of the way she physically impacts me is so visceral when I see pictures, videos, anything. And I think when she's a mom, she feels the most not empowered. She feels the most unconditionally herself and sort of unrockable. That is very normal. We all have a mom. Everyone came from a
Yeah,
mom. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah,
very
it's a
relatable.
odd mixture of things.